Hi everybody, this is Kim, and I am the Crafty Nomad because I am all over the place when it comes to crafting. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone who has stopped by, spent time with me on this podcast, and for everyone who has so far joined the Ravelry Group, which I'll talk about a little bit later. I just want to say thank you. If this is your first time hanging out with me, giving me a try, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of your Sunday with me. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that. And I just have to say that this community is amazing. I feel like everybody is so supportive, and it's been so great to see the number of people that are joining my podcast, just becoming subscribers, and I'm just grateful for that. So I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And oh my goodness, the shout outs that I'm getting this week has been amazing for other people who are podcasting. And I want to thank Andrea over at the Cat Lady, Craft All the Things, a woman after my own heart. She gave me a shout out, not this most recent episode of hers that just came out, but the last one, and it was great. I just was so excited to hear her say something about me. And there's another lady I'm going to talk about who gave me a shout out, but she's going to be down the line when I talk about new kids on the block. So today I want to share with you guys some whips. I have no FOs, and then I have looking down at the notes. I have some stash enhancement, and also I'm going to talk about the planner, and I am going to do a little bit of non-fiber. Actually, I do have 2 FOs, but they are non-fiber because, you guys, again, I am the Crafty Nomad, so I do all kinds of things. So I have a couple things that I'm going to show you that I recently finished, and maybe if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen some of the pictures of what I'm talking about. And I'll talk a little bit about the podcast group, a new thread I posted that I would love for you guys to put some answers in on Ravelry, and also I'm going to talk about one of my favorite periscopers, and a new kid on the block podcaster on YouTube, and then an older favorite. So let's get started. Okay, so whips. Let's go with my vanilla sock. Again, it's my first time with the toe up, my first time with the afterthought heel. The few socks that I've made, I've done the gusset, heel flap gusset situation, top down, cuff down. So here is the tube all done, and look, afterthought heel has begun. So I am doing the decreases at this point, so this one will be finished very soon. And depending on when I podcast again, which is, I didn't really start out podcasting with a schedule in mind. I just knew that, I'm a working mom. Really, that's sort of a redundant thing. I could just say mom because all moms work, but I will say that I work outside of the home as well as in the home. So, and I have a 6-year-old boy, and so it's hard to find time, and we live in Southern California in a small apartment, so it's not like I can go upstairs or to another room to really podcast. So my husband was nice enough to take my son out today so that I could finally get the show up. It was just hard over the last few weeks to find a time where I could do it when no one would be home, because I'm telling you, my 6-year-old, he is the most animated kid ever. So he would be jumping in here, video bombing me, or calling me and all kinds of things. So it just wouldn't work if he was here. So one day I'll have him on just to show you some of the things that he and I do together. Plus he's cute as a button, and he is so camera worthy. So yeah, I'll bring him on once. somewhere down the line. But anyway, so since it's been a couple weeks, I have a lot to show you, and hopefully if it's a couple weeks again, then hopefully this will be finished and the other one will be well on its way. So again, this is the Knit Picks Mosaic. It's the Felici, and I have this in the colorway, the Mosaic colorway. So far so good. We'll see how this all goes. And again, these are Drops yarn, their brand double points, fixed circulars, not double points, fixed circulars, and it's size 1 US. So that was that, and it is in my silver shed bag. That is the cutest ever. My next work in progress is, you know, in a baggie. Oops. No cute project bag for that. But this one is the Crochet Stitch Sampler Baby Blanket. It's a crochet along by Marley Bird on marleybird.com, sponsored by Red Heart, and she has a Facebook group for it. It's a crochet along, so they're going along week by week with new blocks, and you know, of course, I am totally behind. I only have 2 blocks done, and they must be oh my gosh, they must be on 4, 5, 6, I don't know, but I'm so behind, but I'm still gonna do it. And so this was the first block. I had started it a little bit when I was here last, but I finished it, and I have to steam block these. And okay, so this is the front post, back post rib pattern, and then this one is the basket weave. Now, you see how not wide that is. I changed the needle size and everything, but I was thinking I could sort of steam block it out so it could be the same size as this one, but it's looking like I'm gonna have to stretch it quite a bit to get it there. I'm gonna try it because I really don't want to start over, but if I have to do it again, I have to do it again, and we'll see what happens with that. So I've only got 2 of those done. This I'm not using Red Heart yarn. I am using Knit Picks Mighty Stitch. And this one is a worsted weight yarn. It is in the colorway orange. And this one is 20% superwash wool and 80% acrylic. And you get approximately 208 yards per ball. So, and these cost like $3.79. And it is uber soft yarn. So far I've used the orange, and what is this one called again? This one is called Gulfstream. And you can see the ribbed one took up way more yarn than the other one did. But what I want to say is the Mighty Stitch is awesome. I love it. This baby blanket is, I showed you the colors, and I'm going to use it on the last podcast. So I think it's going to be a great blanket, and I really do enjoy the Mighty Stitch yarn. So that's my other work in progress. And then my I am doing another knitted work in progress, and I'm just gonna look up the pattern because I forgot to write it out for you guys, but I do have it. Okay, so this pattern is called, so this is from a website called Pearl Soho. So PurlSoho.com. And it's a pattern for thank you hats. It's a thank you hat pattern. It's a free pattern. And I'm doing that one. That's the one I'm doing. Okay, I am doing, here's another picture, and again, I'm doing this one here, and I'm doing it, I think it's going to be another one of my Christmas gifts. I'm just using, let's see, this is Red Heart yarn and carrot. So as you can see, that's where I'm at on that. So really, it's just like mindless in the round knitting. It has a very fat rib on the bottom, so it's just easy. I needed something easy. My hand was starting to hurt because I put a lot of time in on the crochet blocks, and my hand was starting to hurt. But also work on the computer all day, so you know, I just needed to give them a rest. So that's my other knitted work in progress. And then one more knitted work in progress would be I am making, and I forgot to look this up. I'm gonna link everything in the show notes, okay? Sorry about that. But this is the Gallatin Scarf. And I hope I'm saying that right, but Gallatin, Gallatin Scarf. And this is a pattern that I was on Ravelry. I wanted to, because I'm not that great of a knitter, I wanted to do something easy, worsted weight, so I wouldn't have to have too small of needles. So that's what I did. I Googled I searched on Ravelry easy worsted weight shawlette, and this was one of the patterns that came up. And I had tried to do this pattern. I don't know what I was doing. I guess my brain was not ready for it, but I kept stopping and starting over like months ago, and I just gave up. And plus, I think I was using a variegated yarn from like Loops and Threads, and because of the way the colors were, you really couldn't see the pattern, so I wasn't enjoying it, so I just gave up. And then I was over there on Pin, Hook, and Needles, and I'm not sure if it was, I think her username is B-Wing, but I could be wrong. She posted up an FO of a Gallatin scarf, and I was like, oh my gosh, I had tried to make that. And she was saying how easy it was, and so I thought I'm going to give it a try. So I did, and seriously, it's very interesting the way you do it. It's very big. I'm not even sure how much of it is getting into the camera. But I'm using Loops and Threads, Impeccable, and I don't even know the colorway. Sorry, I'll put it in the show notes. I think it's mustard. So, and I'm only showing my whips that I worked on this week. I have plenty of others that I haven't worked on, so I'm not going to show those. But this is very cool. I still had to stop and start a million times on this, but I finally got the rhythm down and started going for it. And so now, yeah, you start way down here and you just keep increasing like most shawls. And this was just one that I could finally handle. So I like how that's coming along, and I believe this is also going to be another one of my Christmas gifts for the past, I would say it's been 3 years that I've been trying to pull off a handmade holiday, and it's only for my immediate family and my husband's immediate family. So that is basically my mother, my sister, my niece, now her fiance, plus my husband's 2 brothers. One brother's married and they have 2 kids. So really, it's only 9 things that I'm really hand making, and then some of my closer friends I give a few handmade things to as well. But usually it's not necessarily a whole scarf or anything. It's other types of handmade items. So last year I did handmade soaps and bath fizzies and all that kind of thing. So and I do caramel, so homemade candy. So yeah. So this will be another one of those gifts. And I think that is going to be my my last whip. And so because it's my last whip, I'm going to go right into talking about stash, because I have a new project bag. Now you guys, y'all know I sew, and I could take the time to make my own bags, and I do. I have fabric for that. But, you know, every once in a while, you see a cute bag, and you just got to go for it. Well, I was up late one night. You know, I don't sleep very well. I think it's like, I don't know. Anyway, I won't even say what I think it is, but I don't sleep very well, and if I go to sleep too early, I will wake up exactly 5 hours later. So you talking about I go to bed at 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 11, 12, 1, 2, 4. So 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 3. Sorry. I will be up at 3 a.m. wide awake. So I try to push myself to stay up past 11 o'clock so I can get closer to waking up more like at 5:30, something like that. Which, I usually have to go to bed like midnight to get up at 5. So anyway, crazy. One day I'll get a good night's sleep, I hope, again. But right now it's not that time in my life. So anyway, I digress. I was up late on Instagram, laying in the bed trying to fall asleep on Instagram like that. And what did I see? But knit and stitch bits. Knit and stitch bits. All one word. She's awesome. She posted up, and she's in Australia, so I don't know what time it was, but she posted up a picture of this loveliness, and I just felt blessed beyond belief that I saw it. Right after she posted it, I went right to her Etsy shop, and I bought it. Look at how cute. It's so cute, right? I mean, look at that. So cute. And this is what my Gallatin Scarf is living in. And she's in Australia. She's fabulous. I will link her store in the show notes. So excited to have this loveliness. And I'm really excited because when I got up the next morning, people were like, do you have any more? Do you have any more? And I'm so lucky I got the one that she had. But she did have more fabric, so I think at least one other person got one. So yeah, so cute. Oh, and I forgot to show you. The inside is pink. Can you see that? Pink polka dots. With this really cute blue zipper. Awesome. Awesome workmanship. She's got her tag. I think if I get close enough, you can see it. Knit and stitch bits. I hope you can see that. Oh, I hope you saw that. Otherwise, I'm going to link it. So that's my first bit of stash enhancement. Okay, second bit of stash enhancement is going to be, why don't I show you, fabric. Because I got a chance to go to Hobby Lobby. Oh, did I show you this fabric? I think probably I did show you this Paris fabric. I did a periscope, so now I'm confused, but I think I actually showed you guys that fabric. So that's that for that. I'll leave that be. So I have a drop spindle, and I am trying to learn how to spin. And I was watching somebody on Periscope, and she was recommending, right now I cannot remember what she recommended for a beginning spinner, but this is not it. This is, oh boy, I think it's called Arcadia. And it's from a shop called woollybilly.etsy.com. And I just got a braid, a beautiful, lovely braid to spin. But so it's purples, blues. You can see the pinks and the greens, and I love those colors. Sorry, it's a little neck. I love that. I love the colors. But what I was saying is that she was recommending a specific kind of fiber that would be good for a first-time spinner. A beginning spinner. This is not it. And I can't remember. Okay, sorry everybody. My camera, of course, died. So now I am finishing this up on my phone. And hopefully my phone won't die in the process. It doesn't have that much power. It does need to be plugged in. But at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm trying to find the lens. Finish up. I was talking about how with the fiber, this girl Kristy, and she's the name of her, she's Pecora Yarns, I think, on Instagram, and she was saying that you should use a longer something with longer threads or something like that. She said it in a very technical, professionally correct way, and she recommended a specific kind of fiber for beginners, and this is not it. So I'm actually going to just save that. And I do have some of these other fibers that she was talking about that I'm learning on my drop spindle, and so when I get better, then I'll actually spin that braid. But anyway, I think that was it for my fiber stash. And well, of course I have some yarn. Yeah, because I don't think maybe I can show you that fabric, because I got this at Hobby Lobby, and I got this yarn at Hobby Lobby, and I don't think I've recorded since I went to Hobby Lobby. So let me just show you this. So I got this fabric. I think I just showed it on Periscope when I did the pasta scope. You see that? It's so cute. And I don't know if you can tell that some of the Eiffel Towers are glittery. So, and then I got that for the inside. So eventually I'm gonna break out the sewing machine over there and make this. So that's that for that. Then I ordered I ordered this hat that I talked about earlier. This is on a set of fixed circulars from Knit Picks. You can kind of see the purple right there. Wait, sorry. You can see the purple. So, and I wanted the shorter ones to be able to make a hat without dealing with the whole magic loop thing, so it worked out perfectly. And has anybody ever used the tiny ones like this and made a pair of socks just in the round? I saw this girl on YouTube do it, and I want to try it, but the first time I tried it did not work. But I think it's because my needles were too long. They have to be almost exactly the right length, I think. But anyway, so I ordered these along with 2 more colors of the Mighty Stitch. This one is Eggplant, and that actually looks exactly like it looks to me. And this color is called Pucker. Isn't that cute? That's a cute name, Pucker. So I got that. Then I was watching a lady on YouTube, and she enabled me. I can't think of the name of her podcast. I'm a horrible podcaster. I should have wrote this down, but I was just so excited to have an opportunity to come on with you guys that I did not write down the things I should have written down. So, but she had shown me her some of her Hobby Lobby yarn. She had shown all of us, not me personally, but in her podcast she featured some yarn, and I had to have some. So it's this. I love this yarn, and this is called Aegean Stripes. So it's a self-striping acrylic yarn. I'm very excited to make a hat with this. Hers looked good. It actually looks like Fair Isle. Hers did, and without any of the work. So I can impress people with their Christmas gifts. And then I got also the same thing in this color, and this is called Jazz Stripe. Okay, I got those. Then I got some baby bee yarn from Hobby Lobby. This is called the colorway Baby Cameo, and it is 60% acrylic and 40% polyamide. So I'm gonna use this actually to make, I have a friend that is having a baby, so probably gonna maybe try the Gramps sweater. What do you think? That's what I'm thinking. And then I got some more I Love This yarn, and I got 2 of these, and this is red, 100% acrylic, worsted weight. And I showed you guys, I think in my very first or second podcast, the cocoon, the baby cocoon. It was a Santa themed one with it's like a Santa, looks like a Santa suit, but it's a baby cocoon and it had the matching Santa hat. So that's what I'm gonna use this yarn for, and hopefully get that done either as a gift or something to put in my Etsy store. But I suppose I should get working on that soon. I think, yes, that was all my stash that I'm going to show you. I got some other crafty items, but I'm not going to bother you with all that because it's not yarny, fibery related right now. So I'll just leave that be. I'm going to talk about my finished objects, which are 2 different art pieces that I did. And I'm going to bring up the one I finished, not the most recent one, but the one I finished a couple weeks ago. And oh, don't look at the back. But this is, I hope you can see it, one of my mixed media art pieces. And I'll bring it a little bit closer so you can kind of see the quote. You can kind of see it. This is a 11 by 14 canvas board, so you can see it's thin, so not a canvas but a canvas board. And I just came home from church after hearing the whole service, but it was a day where, you know, I came home just really being reminded that, you know, God loves me, you know, and warts and all, God loves us, each and every one of us. And so, not to get preachy, but I just had to make this. And this is actually listed on my Etsy store. And then someone had asked me, and I think I showed you guys the one that I did that was Billie Holiday themed, and that just sort of got me going on looking for these old vintage images. And I found this beautiful image of a bride, an African-American bride from like the Harlem Renaissance days, and I just had to put that in a board. And I think this board is more like it's either 8 by 10 or 9 by 12, but I think it's more like 8 by 10. And the lighting is not that great, but this is a lovely, lovely piece. And I'll try to put like some pictures at the end so you can see it. This is also on my Etsy store, and it's just a quote. I love quotes. I love inspirational quotes. And this one, it says, "Lose not courage, lose not faith, go forward." And I thought that was a powerful quote. And I mean, it's not a wedding theme thing, but I just thought she was beautiful. And so I used her. I don't know if you can see her. So yeah, I used all kinds of things on this, from acrylic flowers, paper flowers, tissue paper, glitter spray, acrylic gems, metal pieces. I still got some of the glue that I need to actually get sort of the gluey spiders, and it's even got feathers. So it's fun to work with when, you know, when my hands are kind of hurting and I actually can't really do the crochet. I can always do a mixed media art piece. So I just did that one. So some things need to still be set on there that I need to spray so that the color won't come off. But anyway, those are my 2 finished objects. And let me look at my notes. I did my stash, and okay. So now I'm going to talk about the planner. Remember I talked about the planner. Okay, so this is my first year using the planner, and so I just got a basic planner. But planner addicts like to decorate, and though I'm not a planner addict, I still like to decorate. So this is my decorated last week, fall themed, little owly sticker kind of thing. Okay. A lot of people use these lovely, lovely, very expensive Erin Condren planners. I love them, but because I don't know how long I'm going to stick with this, I don't want to spend a ton of money on a personalized planner. And the Erin Condren planner is lovely. You can put personalized pictures on the cover, and it's a lovely thing, but it's an investment, and I didn't want to do that if I wasn't going to actually stick with it. So I started seeing on the internet, because I was searching, that you could actually get a planner, a personalized planner from Walgreens. And guess what? Guess how much it is? $9.99. And guess what else? You can use a coupon. Now, Erin Condren is way more fancy than this and way more durable. But if you're just kind of jumping into the whole planner thing, this is a great option. And the thing about it is that I kept seeing that Walgreens does these, but I could never find anyone who would show you the inside of it, so you can see if it's going to work for you. So that's what I'm going to do. So here it is, my personalized $10 with a 40% off coupon plan from Walgreens.com. So I just put, that's my lovely family right there, guys. You know, you can see the reflection of the phone, but that's my lovely family, my husband and my son. And this is actually our holiday picture from last year. And I just put Kim's 2016 planner. And so then you can do that. And then you can even put a dedication on the inside cover. Can you see that? Dedicated to living an organized, adventurous life is what I put in. And then, you know, there it is. It just says 2016, 2017 calendar day planner. So you get the whole year there. And then you get the whole year there. Okay? And then for every month, you get an important events sheet for the month. You get a layout for the whole month. And on the back of the layout for the month, you get a note sheet. Monthly financial record sheet. And then you go into your week. So it's laid out like that. You see that? Each day has a section. And you get, you know, that for every week of the month. And then you start again for the next month. February. So I actually like this, guys. $10. And the truth is, it's, you know, it's not going to be as durable as Erin Condren, but I'm just looking at it right now, and it's pretty reinforced, this picture. The Erin Condren ones are bigger. They are bulkier. You can get more stuff, obviously a whole bunch of stuff with it. You can even interchange the calendar, the covers. But, you know, I wasn't going to do all that anyway. So here you go. $10. Use the coupon. Boom. So I think it's a great option. I'm excited to use it. I did really well with my planner this year. I mean, earlier I was doing some major decorating. You know, that's February. And then, you know, I did a couple of little, you know, different layouts. Summer was boring because not a lot happened. But when school started, I did a back to school layout there. And hopefully I didn't go too fast. And then I got some of these post-it envelopes that you could stick. I stuck it on the back cover and then on the inside of the front cover. And that's where I keep some of my stickers and things that I need when I plan. So, of course, I have a ton of other things because, you know, down the rabbit hole, I got to get it all. So that is my planner information. And you can actually, I know that a lot of people are talking about getting notebooks to even, and I'm going to do this too, to get a notebook to sort of plan out my podcast since I'm now doing this. And you can actually get this just as a plain notebook and put a picture on the front and everything for the same $10, guys. So give it a try, give it a shot. So I'm going to end this out by saying, please go. Oh, well, I got a couple more things. New kid on the block. I wanted to say a shout out to Molly of the Forest Home Fiber Arts podcast. She just started. She's very interesting. She does a lot of things that other people don't do. She is way into crochet and doilies. She does some embroidery, a lot of embroidery, beautiful embroidery. She is also a quilter, just interested in a whole lot of things. And I just feel like she's just an interesting person. She lives in Arizona, but not in the hot part of Arizona. Who knew that there was a part that wasn't hot? Like, I didn't know. Anyway, it's just really good to watch her. She is friendly. She is fun to watch and be with on the in the podcast. It's just cool. So I want to recommend Molly of the Forest Home Fiber Arts podcast. Fabulous first show. Looking forward to the next one. The one that I wanted to talk about that's been around a while is called Fluffy Fibers Podcast. It is a French podcast, but in English. And the lovely, lovely woman who does this podcast, it's a knitting podcast. As she crochets, she sews, she does it all. She almost always has on something that she made herself, her handmade wardrobe. Her name is Isabel. And when she says it, it sounds way better than when I just said it because her accent is beautiful. She's a beautiful lady and just relaxing and fun to watch her. She does a podcast. She's also she does her podcast about once a month. And she has a small daughter, like a very young, like under 5-year-old daughter, and she works outside of her home. So she doesn't get her, that's when she gets her podcast up. But it's so worth it to hang out with her and watch her show. She also talks about green living. So if you're into that, she's way into that. And it's just a really cool podcast. She has been podcasting for a long time. I think she's on episode 34, but up until very recently she was a audio only podcast, and now she is a video podcast on YouTube. Fluffy Fiber. She has a podcast group on Ravelry. Check her out, she's great. My favorite periscoper that I wanted to highlight, I talked about her before. Her name is Kristy, and her handle on Periscope is KM_textiles for you. She is fabulous. She is a crochet teacher, and she is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to the fiber arts, and she's interested in a lot of things. So yeah, check her out. Check her out if you want to go on Periscope. My final thing I want to talk about is my podcast group. Please go over and join. I'm so excited to have 105 subscribers over here, and over there I only have about, I don't know, last I looked I had 11 people in the group over there. Please join me because I want to be able to do a giveaway, and or I'm gonna have to figure out how to do a giveaway on YouTube. I can do that too, but anyway, because I'm over 100 members, so it's time to celebrate. I'm putting it together in my mind, and I will let you know probably on the next podcast what my giveaway is gonna be. But I put up a thread if you want to go over there and please answer this question for me. I love crock pot cooking. I love slow cooker cooking, especially in the fall and winter. Now I live in Southern California, y'all, and today it's mid-October. It is crazy hot, and we are like, what the heck? Global warming is real because it's very, very hot. I'm still cooking in my crock pot right now, and I put up my recipe that I had done a week or so ago, and I wanted you guys to put up any of your favorite slow cooker recipes because I'm always on the lookout. I have tons of cookbooks, but I'm always on the lookout for recommendations. So please pop over, answer the thread, let me know what you like, if you like slow cooker cooking. I didn't used to like it because I used to just throw everything in there and not follow a recipe, and everything just tasted the same, no matter if it was chicken, beef, whatever it was I put in there, it just all tasted like crock pot meal, so. But now that I figured out I better follow some recipes, I have had some really good hits from my crock pot, so let me know. At any rate, I just want to say thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for spending some time with me. Thank you for subscribing. Please, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if this is your first time coming by, and share me. Tell everybody you know. I really would appreciate it. In the meantime, please have a great week, a great rest of today, whenever you get to watch this, and thanks for joining me. Bye, guys.